He's nearly there. David Boywood he's just within a metre of Brad Pitt on the red carpet in New York. F1 movie is being launched.
Yeah, brushing shoulders with some of the best, boy.
Yeah, good morning, guys. We are just minutes away from Brad Pitt. You can see him there. He's just making his way down the carpet. He's speaking to some of that international media right now, so we'll bring you those grabs very soon. In the meantime, though, we've spoken to a number of big names here, including the director of the film, and he was the man behind the film, of course, Top Gun Maverick as well. So he's worked with the biggest stars, the biggest names when it comes to action films. Have a listen to this. I spoke to a number of the drivers already. They absolutely adore the film. How much of a relief is that?
A huge relief. I was in Monaco, when we screened it for the drivers for the first time, sitting right behind Lewis and Charles. And yeah, I don't think I held my breath almost the whole thing because I want it to work for them, certainly, but more importantly, I want it to work for the rest of the world. I think what they really responded to is the story, and were struck by how we really get to the core of why it is they do what they do, and that to me was the most exciting part.
So, yeah, there is Joe Kosinski's there. So we had a chat to him as we watched Brad Pitt make his way down the carpet here. Look, we also had a chat to Kerry Condon. Now, you'll know her from The Banshees of Inverness. She won an Oscar for her role in that film, but other Sunrise viewers will know her from Ballykiss Angel as well. I'm looking directly at you, Natalie Barr. She is fantastic in this film. She plays this incredible astrophysicist just about. She's from NASA. She makes her way into the world of F1. Have a listen to Kerry Condon. You told me yesterday that your old man taught you how to drive.
Yes.
So tell me any other tips for perhaps learner drivers out there trying to get their head around it?
Oh, you don't always have to step on the brake. You can take your foot off the gas and glide and control the car that way. Don't keep braking all the time.
You're here to hear first, guys. Thanks, Kerry.
You're welcome.
Yeah, some driving tips there from Kerry Condon in the world of F1. Now, we also spoke to Javier Bardem. Now, he is Brad Pitt's former teammate in this movie. He is now his manager in the team, and it's his job to actually draft Brad Pitt back into this racing side. And he was fantastic. I asked him very directly what his first car was. Have a listen. Can I ask you what your first car was, though?
My first car?
Yeah.
A donkey car.
It was that long ago.
Should I? Not Brad Pitt. No. He looks fantastic.
Yeah, so we've got a donkey and cart guy. We've got Dom Dollar, who's a Camry guy. I'm a Barina guy, so I don't know if any of us actually belong here. We also managed to have a chat to Damson Idris. Now, he's this young star. He plays alongside Brad Pitt. He is his driving teammate, and he could not be more excited about this role. But he is an F1 fan, so I've invited him to Albert Park in Melbourne next March. He said he was interested, but he did have a few worries. Have a listen.
To get down to Australia,
yeah,
man. It's overdue.
Hey, we have an F1 Grand Prix in March at the start of the year. Maybe you should come to that one.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. The only problem is I can't swim. Man. I know you got to swim in Australia.
Yeah, there's plenty of land you can walk on.
Yeah, I know. In my head, I'm just like, it's full of water. Everyone there is an expert swimmer.
Well, we can teach you. If you come down, we're going to give you some swimming lessons. Yeah, so that is Damson Idris there with a few worries, but I said, don't worry, we're going to get him some swimming lessons.
Hey,
but
Brad.
Here he is, the man of the moment, Brad Pitt. And now we are told that we are next in line. He is making his way now across this carpet. He's just having a chat to the media here, and we are next. Oh, no, he just gave me the eye, and he's like, g'day, boy, but...
Yeah,
I kind of feel like we need to wrap him up and jump over to you, Dave.
Yeah.
Yes, I think, guys, it's my turn now. And behind him there, we've got a number of those big F1 stars, including Charles Leclerc. Yeah. We have seen George Russell, of course. He is off the back of that major win in Montreal. You can probably see here, guys, I'm not taking my eyes off Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
He is not getting by
Grab
us
him when
right
you
now.
get him.
We have this specially made microphone. It has to happen right now. His PR person, she's giving me the evil eye behind you. You can probably see there. You'll be enjoying that one. But this is Brad Pitt's movie. He has now shut down New York's Times Square. Yeah.
Did they tell you, look, you've got 2 minutes, you've got 20 minutes with Brad? Like, is there any instructions?
Kicked in the ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 2 questions, I'm told. So if you've got one, quickly get it into me now.
Well, why is he reviving the buzz cut of 20 years ago? I'm very curious.
Is it a new role or something?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we're leading with the haircut.
Yeah.
Okay, Sherbo, your question, second one.
Yeah, I quite like your theme at the moment. First car that Brad Pitt drove, I kind of feel like it was a fast car. We'll have to wait and see.
Good, yeah.
Or maybe like a skateboard or something like that.
Yeah, it'd be something cool like that, and he'd definitely surf a longboard as well. He's a very cool guy. In fact, in this film, he drives just about every vehicle under the sun. Hey guys, he's just walked away from me, so he's gone back one. So
can I ask you?
It's 4-2 steps back one at the moment.
I want to ask you about Lewis Hamilton because he's an executive producer on this film, right? So obviously he would have given so much of his F1 knowledge, but also he's a bit of a fashionista. Is he well dressed this evening?
We haven't seen Sir Lewis Hamilton, as he's known, or maybe we have we? Where is he? There he is, right there. He's in front of us, right here, guys. I was looking at him. He's looking very sharp. I think he's channeling Angela Merkel. But yeah, it's certainly it's a different style. He's looking very sharp. He's looking great. And he's speaking to there, of course, Javier Bardem. Now, he has been so intimately involved, that is Lewis Hamilton, in this script, guys. All the drivers that we've spoken to absolutely revere this man, and they revere his input in the scripting to make this as realistic as it could be, because you could understand a lot of these drivers were quite nervous when Hollywood actually came knocking, and they thought, here we go again. This might not be really true to the sport that we love, but with Lewis Hamilton involved, they are certainly, and I don't know if we can spin around if Henry can show this, but Times Square is absolutely chockers.
What was it? The fact that we talked about the haircut, was that the point when Brad took off?
Oh no.
Was it? It was.
Yeah, I think he heard my talk about the haircut. He's not too happy. I actually asked Javier Bardem about his haircut earlier, and I said, have you gone out, like, you know, he's setting a bit of a style and a trend here between him and Brad Pitt? And he said, no, I had to get it for my next film role. So perhaps it's for Brad Pitt's next film role as well. I don't really know. Or is he just trying to turn back the clock to, you know, the early 2000s then, when he was famously rocking that buzz?
You can't give a shout out to Lewis and try and get him over here, can you? While we're waiting for B-Ray.
Yeah. No. Hey, Brad, how... Hey, Brad. Hey, Brad. Great to see you again, mate. How are you, Brad? Hello. He's speaking... No.
Oh, he's catching up with family and friends and...
Okay. And that's Gail King right there that he's having a chat to, that you will know. Oprah's best friend. And here they are, the stars of the film, sharing a hug together on the grey carpet here in Times Square. Javier Bardem and Brad Pitt. Yeah, they are right there. They are loving it. But look, Brad Pitt's going to come back. He told me he would. And the microphone, and of course, he's going to want to speak into this microphone.
Get both of them, because you took the photo. You're friends.
We've got one question.
Did they realise?
Brad, how are you, mate?
Yeah.
Dave from Australia, congratulations on the film.
Thank you, man.
Mate, you've shut down Times Square. How does this feel?
I think F1 shuts down Times Square. I'm just along for the ride.
We know that you are a car man, deep down, but I've got to ask you, what was your first car?
My first car was a Buick Centurion.
Well, what is that? Explain that.
It was smoking the inside, it was smoking the outside. It's not something you want to drive or ever see again.
Hey, there's been a lot of talk about your haircut as well. We want to know, are you trying to turn back the clock? Are you getting ready for a new film role? What's going on here?
I just finished the thing. This was for the job I just got off of.
Okay, so it wasn't starting a trend. We thought you were starting a trend with...
In New Zealand. We shot in New Zealand.
Oh, yeah. So you were down our way.
Yeah, close.
Now,
in the hood.
The other big question that we want to know, you're going to come down to the Australian Grand Prix in Melbourne in March. You're more than welcome to come down.
I'd love to. I'd love to hit them all. But
we've spoken to so many of the drivers that have walked by here, and they absolutely adore the film. That must be such a relief for you.
Big relief. Because we love this sport so much. We love what these guys do. The last thing we'd want to do is bring them any kind of pain. They're so scrutinized as it is, and they play such a big part in this. And they all open the doors for us, the drivers, the teams, the team principals. We just couldn't have done it without them. So it means everything.
Well, soak it up. Absolutely party central down here in New York City. Congratulations on the film again. See you later, Brad Pitt. Ladies and gentlemen, Brad Pitt, the man of the moment. There he is right there. And fantastic.
Boy, you've already had a sit down with him, had a chat with him, but you know, there's always a bit of an aura about megastars like this. I mean, just talk us through your experience over the last couple of days.
Yeah. So, look, there's very few people on this earth that I worry about being cool in front of. and certainly that man there is one of them. Javier Bardem, incidentally, would have to be the other. I'm just entirely thankful that I've got out of this experience, I think, fairly unscathed at this moment. But yeah, fantastic guy, very generous, loves the film, and yeah, one of the last true movie stars, it has to be said.
That's so good. And I think you just invited him on behalf of Anthony Albanese and the Australian government to the Melbourne Grand Prix, and I think he just said yes.
Yeah. I think I'm doing the work of the Melbourne GP Corp right now. I've done the hard PR work. I'll be putting in my invoice because, yeah, he said he's going to come down, and I've invited half the cast here as well.
Yep. And if you can find a Buick Centurion,
now, I'm also
they are
told, guys,
sold
that we're
out
actually,
right now.
Well, guys, in fact, we've also got another special guest here as well, Tim Cook, the head of Apple. Good afternoon to you, Tim.
See you.
You're live in Australia right now.
Oh my God. Hello, Australia.
Hello, Australia from Tim Cook. This is an Apple film. This has to be one of your biggest, doesn't it?
Oh, it is the biggest film we've ever done. And it's so exciting to be here in New York to unveil it.
I mean, you've shut down Times Square. How does that feel?
Have you seen anything like this?
No.
I haven't either. It's awesome to participate in it. I'm so proud to be involved in it.
I mean, what's it like walking the red carpet with big stars here? You've got Brad Pitt, you've got Javier Bardem, you've got Sir Lewis Hamilton. What's that like for Tim Cook?
I wonder what I'm doing here. I'm so great to be here. I love these stars. And, you know, the drivers are some of the best athletes in the world. And that's probably not known, but in order to perform the way these guys perform, they're a top-class athlete.
Well, the movie has been so well received. Congratulations and thanks for your time this morning.
Hello, Australia.
Hello and goodbye, Australia, from Tim Cook.
Gee, oh, Tim.
Outstanding.
Well, there
Good
you
is
go,
that?
the head of Apple as
Asking
well.
for a
Popped
free
in for a
phone.
quick chat as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd
Anyone
like
else?
a few more
Yeah, I
ads
need a
on
free phone.
Sunrise,
I've
Tim.
actually smashed my iPhone as well.
Of course you did.
Well done, boy. That was a fantastic
so
job
good.
you did. Yeah,
Thanks,
that was
guys.
great.